Well, I'll tell you, as we worked on planning that trip, we said, wait a minute, what if we take an extra week, 2 weeks down there at the Army base in El Paso, and then why not take a week and do some, well, let's just have the honeymoon that we've never expected to have and certainly didn't have earlier, unless you count getting on that train and riding back down to Fort Benning to get back on active duty. What if? Boy, we got out a map and we looked at a lot of what ifs. What about White Sands, where they fired off that first big atomic bomb? What if? What about Carlsbad Caverns? They're not that far away. And why not go up into Colorado before we go back east? Colorado, was a dream place to us Okies and Kansans out there on the flat, those beautiful mountains. Yeah, let's do that. And they say at Colorado Springs there's lots and lots of things to do. Well, we had it mapped out. We drove down, didn't have any car trouble or anything, got down to El Paso, looked around, found a room for rent at a nice little house, and I did my active duty at, I didn't have to stay in a barracks. I stayed at home with my sweetheart. That's honeymoon time. And back to the duty thing, I don't even think I had to go out for reveille, but I had to be there at a certain early morning hour. Maybe it was reveille, don't remember. But I do know that about 5 o'clock, certainly not later than 6, you were out of there, back with your sweetheart. Light duty, after all I'd been carrying, the load I'd been carrying in that 49-50 school year. Some nights we would drive up. To us, El Paso was a beautiful place with the town. Of course, it's grown now to where we went back there, it doesn't look the same to us at all. But at that time, everything seemed like most of everything was down in the valley and beautiful mountains out there. So some evenings we'd go out and drive around. Sometimes we'd park and just enjoy looking down at the lights of the big city. Had more free time together than we probably ever did before, and ever did again until we got into this old age bracket where we don't have hardly any family around and so on. Well, the 2 weeks went by pretty fast, so we head up out of town, and sure enough, we're headed. I can't remember if the first stop was Carlsbad Caverns or not, but we're going to try to do those things that we were talking about. Go to Carlsbad Caverns, go to White Sands, and go on up to Colorado Springs and the beautiful, beautiful mountains.